Welcome back to the SportsMax Zone. The Caribbean Premier League franchise, which is based in Barbados, was recently rebranded as the Barbados Royals after the Royal Sports Group, owners of Indian Premier League franchise Rajasthan Royals, acquired majority stake in the team. Alex Jordan sat down with two important stakeholders in the Royal setup.
Hello everyone, good evening to the SportsMax Zone. I'm Alex Jordan here with an exclusive this evening because the Hero Caribbean Premier League is back and better than ever. It's the biggest party in sport as you know it, and it will be all in St. Kitts and Nevis this year. The dates are the 26th of August to the 15th of September, and there's even bigger news, especially for the team formerly known as the Barbados Tridents. They've been rebranded, there's a big new deal, and they're now the Barbados Royals. With me today, I have two gentlemen who will be telling us a lot more about that. Mr. Mike Fordham, CEO of the Royal Sports Group, and Mr. Terrell Cummins, co-owner of the Barbados Royals. Terrell, I think we should start with you. This sounds like very big news for Barbados and the region in its entirety. Tell us about the deal. What happened?
Hi, Alex, and hi, SportsMax family. We are just happy to be here and to be part of this interview. Thanks for reaching out to us. We are excited indeed with the news of the collaboration between what used to be the Barbados Tridents and also now the Rajasthan Royals. And we believe that indeed it is a great deal for the people of Barbados, the people of the Caribbean, as we have added a new diaspora and a new market to the CPL, and also a great relationship that we look forward to. Barbados should be very happy with this new development. We believe that brand Barbados, government of Barbados, the fans of Barbados will get a greater, wider audience. And we as co-owners, myself, Arvind Gopwani, Kailash Pardasani, and obviously the CMG group of the Dallas, we are just excited for this new partnership.
And it is a partnership, isn't it, Terrell? I mean, I think, people can think sometimes when a big brand like Rajasthan Royals comes into the mix, it's a bit of a takeover, but it's not that.
Alex, it has been wonderful dealing with the Royals group during this process. We've been at it for a few months. We've had great dialogue. We have actually gained some true friends with the Royal group and right up to the owner, the ultimate owner. And we have hammered out a really good arrangement and a good relationship that will benefit the people of the Caribbean and the CPL as a whole.
Oh, it sounds brilliant. Well, I think this is a good time to bring in Mike Fordham. Mike, you are CEO of the Royal Sports Group, who own, among other things, the Rajasthan Royals. Maybe you can tell us from your perspective why you got involved with the Tridents and with the CPL.
Yeah, well, we're very excited. Thanks a lot for having us on SportsMax. We're absolutely thrilled to have become partners of what's now the Barbados Royals. We as Rajasthan Royals, we've been looking for a while to add a partner franchise to our group. There's a number of reasons we want to do that. Firstly, we think it's excellent from a cricketing perspective. Another team in an exciting league in another part of the world where we can try out new things like trying different players, trying different coaches, different tactics. We want to add fans for the Rajasthan Royals. We want to, create a global brand, and the Caribbean is a fantastic place for us to be, given its proximity to the US and its brilliant, vibrant cricketing community. So when the opportunity to talk to the guys at Barbados Tridents came up, it quickly became apparent that this was an amazing opportunity for us. And as Terrell says, we immediately built a great relationship with Errol, Manish, Ron, Arvind, Kailash and the team. Been over to Barbados and spent time with them. For us, it was a no-brainer, really, once we got to know them, once we got to see the size of the opportunity, and we're really thrilled and excited by what we can achieve together.
Terrell, I know that when you guys started the Barbados Tridents brand, this was a passion project. So it must be thrilling for you to take it to the next level, and maybe you can talk a bit about that. And also tell us the key benefits to both Barbados and the region.
Great. We acquired the team in 2019, as you know, and that was May 2019. And history now reports that 3 months later, with the success of a great management team, great team build-up, and so on, makeup, I should say, we won the CPL tournament that year. Quite an amazing feat for the players, quite an amazing feat for Barbados. And it has been nothing but passion and excitement and a great journey for us, especially as local owners. We found some great people in the franchise and also with great support from the CPL league itself. Pete Russell back at Demo as well were great support for us. And we found Roxanne Fort, for example. Diane Roxanne, by the way, is now we've elevated her to team manager. She happens to be the first female team manager of the league. We're excited for her in this role. We've seen her diligence and how well she has worked since we acquired the franchise. We believe that she will make a great difference in terms of a team liaison, team management, rallying the boys, keep them together, being a bit of a drill sergeant. And overall, I think it's just been an exciting journey. And I think, Alex, this Rajasthan relationship for us ticked a few boxes. We promised the government and the people of Barbados that we would repay their support. And the government has been nothing but excellent in its support. The BTMI, the ministry, the ministers of tourism, we've crossed a couple of ministers of tourism as well. And we have had great support with them from the beginning. And we think that this now takes the franchise to another level. This takes Brand Barbados to a new market, Rajasthan, and over 1 billion people in India. We think basically that if we can just work on getting this right, things like the foundation, Mike will talk a little bit more about the academy that they are looking to bring to the region and to Barbados. We think that this is going to be really exciting for the people of Barbados.
It sure sounds like it. That is just fantastic stuff. Great news about Roxanne as well. Mike, in fact, I believe that I read that this was very important for Rajasthan Royals as well. This idea of inclusion of women as well in your brand. Maybe you can tell us a bit about that and what Terrell mentioned about a camp.
Yeah, sure. So on the sort of female empowerment element, one of the things that's very important to us is actually to give something back to society. You know, we think we're in a privileged position as a cricket team in the IPL that we can have a positive impact in society with things we do. And we have a foundation in India, in Rajasthan, that's actually its sole focus is on creating what we call opportunities for empowered women, for female empowerment, which can be a bit of an issue in Rajasthan and in India. So we have a foundation which focuses on creating opportunities for women in terms of things like access to employment. There's a women's cricket element, there's an access to skills element. And so that's something that's very important to us, and we will look to do similar things in Barbados, look to find social impact causes where we can make a difference. So that's something we look to work with our local partners and the government on. And then on the sporting side, yes, we've had some very productive discussions with Minister Sutherland and his colleagues. One of the things which we would like to do longer term is to open an academy in Barbados to create opportunities at grassroots level for young cricketers, boys and girls, and actually not just elite cricketers, for recreational cricketers, schools, clubs, etc. Academies is something which we're looking to grow globally. We have an academy, and we've got one in Dubai, one in the UK, and a couple more opening later on this year. So to have one in Barbados for us would be fantastic. And then hopefully create some opportunities for youngsters to maybe go on and play for the Barbados Royals in the future.
Well, this is extraordinarily exciting for the region in its entirety. But the Barbados Royals, it's rebranded, the Tridents, the Barbados Royals for this year's CPL. What will it look like? I mean, I know the fans will want to know. What does the gear look like?
Well, for us, it's a partnership. It's an evolution. We obviously want to keep. We're very aware that Barbados Trident was a much loved brand, and the Trident obviously is a national symbol of Barbados. We're very keen to keep elements of that within the brand. So you'll see on the new logo, the Trident actually features very, very prominently, as do the national colours of Barbados. In terms of the kit, that'll be revealed soon. But again, our designer has taken some local influence. So you'll see local Barbados elements such as the flying fish, the pelican, which I think is the national bird of Barbados, the spirit of Barbados, feature in the jersey design, which sort of looks a little bit like the Rajasthan Royals design, but obviously we haven't gone the full sort of pink like I'm wearing now.
Well, it sounds like exciting stuff. Good luck to the Barbados Royals for this year. Reminding all of you that the Hero Caribbean Premier League is back. It will be all in St. Kitts and Nevis this year, running from the 26th of August to the 15th of September. And Warner Park will be open to fully vaccinated fans, so make sure you're there for the biggest party in sport. I want to say thank you to Mr. Mike Fordham, CEO of Royal Sports Group, and thank you to Terrell Cummins, co-owner of the Barbados Royals.
Thank you very much.
St. Kitts.
Great news there. And the Radisson Royals, Mariah, you may remember, were the first winners of the Indian Premier League all the way back in 2008.
Yeah.
So they are major stakeholders now in the Barbados Royals, as we have the Kolkata Knight Riders taking over the Trinbago Knight Riders. So the Indian Premier League showing itself prominently in the CPL.
And I think based on the interview just now, we saw a seamless transition because the owners, they're very welcoming on both sides. And what I like most about that is they're sticking to the Caribbean colors. So in Barbados's case, they said that, they're not altering that. They recognize that the people, you want to stay true to, your identity and keep it Caribbean based despite, us being very welcoming of the sponsorship. So I think Lance, Barbados Tridents now, we know the force that they can be. Barbados Royals.
Yes.
We know, you see how I have to get used to it. We know the force that they can be, and of course, with this sponsorship now from the owners, from the Indian Premier League owners, it's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to CPL this year.
It starts on the 26th of August, so we're not too far away from the Caribbean Premier League for 2021. We're going to break now. When we come back, we have an update from Sabina Park, where the West Indies have actually bowled out Pakistan for 217.
I told you so.
Yeah, and the Windies appear as if they'll get a couple of overs in batting before the end of play. Back with more on the zone after this.